It's a new season. David Stearns with Aaron Voegtli, head coach of the UMBC Retrievers, here at training camp out in Reisterstown, Maryland. Coach, you got a lot of holes in your roster. Your big guys are gone, and big shoes to fill. What do you anticipate from the group that you have? And talk about some of the key players you picked up in the offseason.
I think losing guys like Dan Durante and Nick Yost obviously hurt a lot, but I think we picked up a really nice freshman class. There's a lot of effort out here. There's definitely some talent, so I think we're gonna turn around and be extremely competitive right off the get-go. You got forwards like Ryan McNulty, Ryan Atkinson, Pierce McCall, Adam Taylor, AJ Wood on defense. Couple players who are a couple position switches. Drago's back to being 100% healthy in the pipes again. You got great leadership with Matt Bloom, so I think we're going to be pretty good.
All right, so talk about these new guys coming in here. You already named them off for us. Give us a little background on them, where they come from, and what you're expecting from them this year.
Ryan Atkinson comes from the North American Hockey League. He's the second player that we've ever had here at UMBC from the North American League. We're excited for that. The last guy that we had was Drew Hartcherek that set every scoring record in the UMBC history, so it should be exciting to see what Ryan can do. McNulty's from Michigan. Played last year up in Canada, up at junior A up in Canada, so he's looking good, and we're kind of excited to see him. AJ Wood comes from the DC area, so we're excited. He'll be a nice little defenseman for us. We got picked up a couple kids from the Frederick Freeze and Adam Taylor and Pierce McCall, the two captains from that team. So both are looking good. So we're excited, and we can't wait to get this whole thing started.
So your situation between the pipes, Drago at 100%, Miller backing him up presumably, and you have Kibler and another tender in there. So you're pretty well set in between the pipes.
Yeah, we've been very blessed over the last probably almost better half of a decade with goaltending. Started with Andrew Davis, then PJ Carmack, which will be coming back to help us coach. He's gonna be my goaltenders coach this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's gonna be a couple weeks late starting, but yeah, he will get here and lead it off. So it'll be a nice addition, and you're gonna have Drago and Miller splitting time.
Okay.
I got a freshman, Brian Walter, that'll get some time, but has to earn his dues with the two studs ahead of him. And Kibler's gonna contribute where he can.
All right. So talking up on the forwards, returning, and some D that are returning. You've moved Fritz to the back, and you got Rafferty back there still. And talk a little bit about the hole that Yost left, and what you're expecting from your defense this year.
Well, there's no way to replace a player like Nick Yost. He's a two-time All-American. He'll be the only non-varsity person hung up in the All-American room at UMBC. It was a heck of a career that he had, and we're going to miss him dearly. But I think we're going to be very surprised at the way the entire defensive core steps up. So we added Fritz back there just because he's very defensive minded anyway. We have some more defensive minded forwards, so we could put Fritzy back there. He skates extremely well, so he's going to make the transition very seamlessly. So we're excited about that. And up front you still have Bloom, which has been our leading goal scorer the last 2 years. You got OC, which has been our leading point getter the last 2 years. So Luke Durante had a great freshman year. We expect him to contribute with some big numbers. DJ Fadler's been looking extremely well so far. So we're going to be Tracy and Hanny obviously in there too. So we're excited. We have a really nice mixture of returners and freshmen that are going to be immediate impacts for us.
How have they looked so far in training camp? Obviously they're all getting to know each other, new guys with the old guys in the bunch here. How's it been going so far?
So far, the gelling of the team is actually pretty good. We run them through hell. First couple of days are pretty brutal, but we've escaped without any major injuries, which is great. And I'm actually pretty pleased with where we are this year versus where we have been in past years.
You set up your schedule in usual fashion there, but except you got an exhibition game, so to speak, against Gettysburg to start things off, and then you got your 2 games against Siena. What is it going to take to prepare, properly for Siena? Because they've always given you guys a run in the beginning of the season.
Oh, absolutely. It's a rivalry that both teams really enjoy. It's our time it's our year to go up to Siena, which I like. Get a nice road trip for bonding experience and things like that for the boys. Siena's tough, and on the Olympic sheet up there, they are extremely hard to play up against. We are still yet to win a game. We've tied a game. We've escaped with 1 point, but we're looking for another weekend sweep, and we'll just focus on the first one. We need to be in shape. We need to be clicking on all cylinders. They have a new coach, so I'm kind of excited to see what differences he brings to it. But their goaltending is solid because Slagel's back, so it's going to be tough to put a puck in the back of the net.
All right, last topic. Let's talk about your bench. You're going to be without Dave Kurtz and Paul Curran out of the mix for your training. Obviously, you're running the camp this weekend. And, talk about a little bit about your bench. You've already alluded that PJ Carmack's going to come back and support. What other changes can we expect?
You've got the return of obviously myself and Jeff Pellis. PJ Carmack's going to be added to it. We're excited for him to work with our goaltenders. We got a lot of talent for him to work with, and he's been doing it professionally now for 2 years. So I'm excited to bring that in. We've also added a NCAA D3 captain and semi-pro hockey player Ian Finnerty to our staff.
Okay, nice.
That'll be starting up next week with us. He'll be running our Wednesday practices, so they're going to get a different look, another high tempo, somebody that knows what they're doing.
Good.
He definitely can run a practice, so and just his knowledge and experience is going to be unmatched.
All right. Well, sounds good. We look forward to it, and everybody keep posted. We may be broadcasting the Gettysburg game. That's going to be a decision made in the next week or two. But looking forward to the season here. And anything else you got to say about how things have been going?
No, I'm just really excited. I mean, like I said, I think the gel between the returners and the freshmen, we're already kind of starting to see the 32, 33 guys that we had come into camp already starting to create one team. So it's nice to see. Usually it doesn't happen this quickly, so we're already starting to see signs of it. So it's exciting. We're looking forward to it.
What's the goal this year?
There's always one goal. It hasn't changed ever since I started, and that's to win the whole thing.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, it's Coach Aaron Voegtli for the UMBC Retrievers. Right in the middle of training camp, season coming right up.